Then come back towards your child's pose. Relax all the way down. Just reassessing how that felt to get into a more strength building pose, more heating pose. Maybe you modify this entire class, also option to mod up. That's your personal preference. Let's slide forward into a tabletop position, stacking wrists and shoulders in line, and then also knees in line with the hips. Just traditional cat-cow, actively moving into your pranayama. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down, chin towards your chest. You make this as big or small as you want. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, look down. Couple more times on your own flow, your own breath. You can stay in this exact variation of cat-cow, or you can even move like you're wagging your tail, or start to make some circles. Just letting this flow be yours this morning that can connect back to your body and mind. Using this flow more as a higher purpose to jumpstart your morning. Take one more round of breath in and out. Then we'll meet back into your downward facing dog. Second time we've been there. Still just kind of working out the kinks. Still bend one knee at a time if that feels really good. You can also hold in stillness. But continue to use your ujjayi breath, that inhale in and out through your nose, to build heat. Your next breath, walk your hands all the way back towards the back of your mat to meet your feet into a forward fold. Hands around opposite elbows. Hanging into ragdoll pose for just a couple more breaths. And try to switch the elbows. So try to get that opposite elbow on top, just to work into the brain as well. So when we challenge ourselves in even the most minute ways, it's an act of resiliency so our brain can respond even better to bigger changes. Slowly release your hands down towards the ground. As slow as you can, rise all the way up towards the top, head being the last to rise. Inhale, reach your arms high. Hands towards your heart center, exhale. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, release. We'll start to generate more heat now. Lift halfway, inhale. Moving faster in your poses, exhale. Two more times to lift halfway, inhale. Stay steady with your breath. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, halfway lift. Take your gaze forward, walk out, plank pose. Always option to drop the knees instead to modify your plank position, or you can keep the knees up, really working on squeezing into your center line. One more breath to hold in your plank pose. Lower all the way down towards your belly. We're gonna take a couple rounds of back bend. So keep grounding into your feet. Cobra pose first, hands by underneath your shoulders, by your side body. Lift your chest up. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe you take your gaze up as well. Exhale, lower down. So really long, deep breaths here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Child's pose, press back. This time, knees together. Slide your right arm underneath the left. Drop your right cheek down towards the ground. So with all the work that you probably have been doing at your computers, this stretch is going to be really nice to broaden through your back body, creating more space, just relaxing your shoulders more, releasing some of the tension. So each pose has a purpose. Continue to stay aware in that exact space, staying in the present moment. Slowly unwind towards your other side, left arm underneath. Come back towards child's pose. And then rise back up, downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. You can pass through anything that you'd like. We'll be in downward facing for about 3 breaths. In those breaths, I'm going to ask you to take a lion's breath. So inhale in through your nose, then sigh out through your mouth. 2 more times. We'll do it together. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh out. Ha. Last time, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh out. Ha. Take your gaze forward. Tiptoe all the way up towards the top. So getting more into your hamstrings as well. Once you get towards the top of your mat, forward fold, release. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We'll build into our first twist with or without your block. So I'm going to demonstrate by using a block. Right hand down, left arm up. That top arm, you can take a couple big circles, maybe even a half bind. So release other side, left arm down, right arm up. And whatever you want to do with that top arm that feels really inspiring to connect you deeper to your body, go for it. Forward fold, release. If you had the block, move it off towards the side. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, one big breath. We'll do some modified sun salutations, hands towards heart center. So before moving into the sun salutations, again, hands towards heart center, press powerfully into each palm. Remind yourself of the intention that you created even at the beginning of class. Maybe you change it up now that you're more connected to your body and your breath. Take one more breath here. Exhale, sigh out, let it go. Reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Forward fold, release. Halfway lift, inhale. Step your left leg back, drop the back knee down, modified sun cells. Inhale, reach your arms up. Downward facing dog, press back. Continue to pedal out one knee at a time. Option to stay here or shift forward towards your plank pose. Chaturanga, lower down with or without the knees. Either cobra or upward facing dog. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. Downward facing, press back. Take your gaze forward, step your left leg up. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold towards the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, arms high. Exhale, fold back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Left leg steps back. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Downward facing dog, press back. Again, you can stay here or shift forward. Take your chaturanga low push-up. Inhale, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, press back. Left leg step it forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, step up. Continue to move with heat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high. We have it 2 more times. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Right leg steps back this time. So switching the leading leg. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach up. Taking this still at your own pace, your own breath. Downward facing, press back. Again, take what you need. Stay here or shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward, exhale. Right leg, step it forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Forward fold, step up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms high. Last time, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step your right leg back. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Downward facing, press back. Know your options, or shift forward, lower down. Inhale, lift. Downward, press back. Right leg forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Forward fold, step up. Halfway lift, inhale. Take peace fingers around your big toes. Lift halfway, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, fold down. Really working your elbows out towards the side. So again, broaden through your back. Create space into your shoulders. That might mean bending more at your knees and taking your elbows wider. You can say yes and no with the head, saying yes to positivity, yes to I am, I can, and then no to any thoughts that might be creeping up to say that you're not enough. Slowly release your hands down, halfway lift, and let's sink into a yogi squat. So allow your knees to go out wide. Again, you can use a block underneath your sacrum for extra stability. Keep broadening through your heart, open up your shoulders. Still pressing powerfully into that intention space with Anjali Mudra. We'll be here for 2 more breaths, slow inhales in and out. Exhale, release your hands, straighten out your legs. And if you had the block, remove it towards the side. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold. Rise all the way up, arms high. Come back down and fold. Halfway lift, left leg steps back. So similar flow, this time drop the back knee, reach your arms up. We're adding on a twist, so getting deeper into your spine. 2 options, either hands towards heart center, back to the Anjali Mudra we've been taking, left elbow towards the outer edge of the knee, or you can stay upright, either using your left hand as leverage towards the outer edge and reach back, or you can take your arms wide, chest open. So either water wheel variation or hands towards heart center. Continuing to breathe deep to facilitate that wringing out of your spine. One more breath here. Reach your arms up. Half split, lengthen through your front leg. Hands down towards the ground for support. Or you can take a block, place it on either side of the leg or on one side for support. Continue to lengthen through your spine. Drop your head down. Shift back forward. This time we're moving into a different variation of a lunge, so back knee stays up. Left arm down, right arm high twist. So continue to move deep into your spine. Let's change this into a wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands towards the left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold down. We'll be here for a couple breaths, so if you want, you can move side to side, bending one knee at a time. Or stay in stillness with your arms through your legs or even hands underneath your shoulders. But wherever you are, continue to use breath and your core to stabilize. Halfway lift, inhale. Runner's lunge towards the front of the mat, so right knee stays bent. We're coming into three-legged down dog. Right leg, send it all the way up towards your downward facing position. You can also do this in tabletop instead with the back leg lifted, but bend at your knee and open up at your hip. So getting a nice big hip opener, you can add extra movement to your hip joint. You can stay with the leg lifted the entire time or add on some core work. Draw your knee in towards your nose, connect. Then all the way back up. Connect to an elbow now. Draw knee towards your elbow. Draw it back up. Last time, connect, opposite elbow. Kick it all the way back up. Warrior one, step forward. So continuing to generate heat into the legs. So back foot should be about 45 degrees, train track legs rather than a balance beam. So you might need to create more space to have a wider stance. Let's lift the arms up to stay active into your triceps. Keep sinking down low into the hips, driving the hips forward. And imagine your intention and draw it up high towards the ceiling. So generating energy from head to toe. We'll move into humble warrior from here. Interlace the hands behind the back. Drop your chest down towards the inside of your legs. If you'd like to modify this pose, drop the back knee down and continue to drop the chest. Continue to relax your upper body. Stay strong in your lower body. So find equanimity, even with just one pose. Slowly release your humble warrior, drop the hands down. Pivot on that back heel, so now left heel is up towards the ceiling. We'll take a standing split, so working on balance by grounding into the mat, lift your left leg up. Doesn't matter how high you get your leg, really all that you're challenging yourself is to get deeper into your hamstrings and work on grounding into the mat. So working on balance for 3 more breaths. Sending yourself grace in the process. Strength and ease. Slowly release your left leg down to meet the right. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, arms high. Before we switch sides, let's pass through a chair pose. So sink down low into your glutes. You can also have your hands towards heart center instead. Shift the weight more into the back of the heels. Forward fold, release, drop it down. Working now towards the other side, releasing expectations. Stay present in this moment with your body. Halfway lift, inhale. Right leg, step it back, drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. So same options still apply for the twist. Either hands towards your heart center or water wheel with the arms open. So take your chosen variation, the next 3 breaths. Inhale, come out of your twist, reach your arms up. Half split, lengthen through your front leg, use your arms for stability. Continue to drop the weight of your head, relax. Shift back forward, come into your runner's lunge. Activate your back leg, lift the back knee up, strong and powerful. Twist, right arm down, left arm high, open. One more big breath here. Wide-legged position, walk your hands towards the left. So we've been in this pose before, so you still have the same options to bend one knee at a time, to sink down. You can stay stable in your pose, or if you know an arm balance and you'd like to come into one, You can play in tripod headstand by bending at the elbows, drop the head down, and then lift the legs up. You can also move into another twist with one arm down, the other arm up. We're back to your runner's lunge towards the top of the mat. Take your time to shift there. Setting up for three-legged dog. Left leg, take it up. Also option for tabletop to drop the knee. Let's bend at your knee, open up at your hip, just noticing how it feels on this side. Maybe it's tighter, send yourself grace. Stay present in your body without judgment. You can stay here with the back leg lifted or add on core work. Draw your knee towards your nose. Kick back up. Other elbow, connect. Kick back up. Get that opposite elbow in, draw it across. Kick back up. Warrior one, we'll all step forward. Set up the legs, back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, reach your arms up. So before we move into humble warrior, again, challenging your brain by interlacing your hands behind your back with that opposite thumb on top. Lift your chest, take a breath. Forward fold, release your head down. You can continue to hang out with your back leg lifted or drop the back knee. Using each asana, each pose to stabilize and create resiliency for yourself. Releasing some frenetic energy to get deeper into your parasympathetic state by the end of this class. Release your hands down. Pivot onto your back foot so your heel is lifted. We'll set up for a standing split. Lift your back leg up. It's always interesting to notice one side of your body over the other. So easy to move into judgment and be like, oh my gosh, this is my bad leg. There's no such thing as a bad leg. It's just different. Release, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Coming into the last 10 minutes of our class, we'll do one full sun salutation. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold back down. Halfway lift, inhale, step or maybe jump back. You can always move immediately into downward facing dog, otherwise chaturanga. Lift your chest. Downward facing, press back. One more lion's breath, inhale. Exhale, side out, let it go. Take your gaze forward now. Step or maybe jump through your hands, come into a comfortable seat. We'll move into one boat pose. So getting into your core, feet can stay grounded as your option. Hands can be underneath your hamstrings or lift your legs up for traditional boat. Reach your arms forward. You can either straighten out the legs, but common thing that happens here is we want to lower back. Stay connected to your core, roll your shoulders back. One more breath to lift. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your back body. Relax there. Full body stretch, reach your arms high over your head. Point through your toes as you're lying onto your back body. Kind of like you're waking up in the morning for a second time. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Round your nose up to meet your knees. And let's go for a twist. Drop your knees towards the right. You might need to send your hips more towards the opposite, so you might need to even scooch over to create space into your body. But if it feels too much with both knees, you can take a block in between your legs, and that's going to give you automatically more stability. Or you can come into supine twist instead to send the right leg long and then cross the knee over. Continue to slow your breath down. These twists will set us up for your final back bend of your practice. So creating length into your spine first before we move into a heart opener. Come towards your opposite side. So whatever variation of the twist that you took, try to do it on the other side as well. Either supine or knees together. Come back towards the center. Couple options for your back bend. You can take a restorative back bend with reclined butterfly pose, feet together, knees wide. You can also take bridge pose, ground your feet down, knees up, press the hips up. If you're wanting to take wheel and you feel like your body is ready, you can ground your hands down, fingers towards the front of your mat, elbows up, come onto your head first, and then straighten out the arms. We'll be here for 5 to 7 breaths in your chosen back bend. And if you're in bridge pose or wheel, really try to get your feet towards a 12 o'clock position so you are stabilizing in your legs more, preventing any injuries. That block might be nice to place in between your inner thighs to create more stability in your core. Last breath to lift. Lower all the way down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a second to just rock side to side to relax your back. And find your way into your happy baby pose. Either peace fingers around the big toes, bend at your knees, open up the legs. You can also take your hands towards the outer edges of your feet, or even keep your knees bent and just allow your hips to open up. Take your knees towards your side body. So tons of different ways to open up the hips. One more time before we come into modified pigeon pose. Continue to create length into your spine by even dropping your sacrum down towards the ground. We'll set up for modified pigeon by taking your knees back together towards your chest and drop the feet down towards the ground, knees up. You can cross your right leg over the left. Keep your foot grounded or loop your hands through your legs. Grab either behind your hamstring or right underneath your knee towards your shin. You have one more breath to get into this side of your body. And take your time to switch legs. Cross your left leg over. Same options still apply if you want to hug in. So this side feels more tight than the other. So I'm going to be modifying on this side. Sending my body exactly what it needs, trying not to judge it through the process. So I come out, We'll move into your final inversion. So we technically have done inversions as we have done downward facing dog. So for a final inversion asana, you can come back into downward facing if you prefer. I'm going to take what's called Viparita Karani with legs up, maybe a block underneath your tailbone. If you prefer shoulder stand, go for it. If you're setting up for shoulder stand, I highly recommend moving into plow pose first, legs behind your head. Take your hands towards your hips. Use your core to lift up. If you're in Viparita Karani with the legs up, you can also come into sleeping tiger with arms up as well, just allowing everything to kind of be limp rather than active hands. You have a total of 3 to 5 breaths left in your inversion of your choice. Just using this as an energetic pose to generate more blood flow back to the heart, and also to emotionally, mentally flip your perspective before moving into the rest of your day. If you're in shoulder stand, slowly come out back towards plow. Then we'll all meet into fish. If you're taking fish pose, ground your hands underneath your glutes. Press your forearms into the mat, lift your chest. Slowly lower all the way to the ground and relax. Taking up space for your Shavasana, you can be in traditional Shavasana shape on your back body, maybe side body, or even in a seated position. But while you're here, I'll be leading you through a quick relaxation meditation, a progressive body scan. So once you've found your space onto your mat, continue to relax your body, relax your mind, and come back to awareness first of your breath. Slowing everything back down. Inhale in and out through your nose. We'll use your awareness like an elevator. So starting with the ground floor of your feet, can you move all the way to the top floor of your head? Slowly. So sending awareness to your feet, your legs, your hips, your torso, shoulders, and head. Then on your exhale, send your awareness back down to the ground floor, re-observing all the way to your feet. You can do this a couple times, about 5 breaths total. To inhale in awareness from your toes to your head. Then exhale all the way back down to your toes. While you're doing this breath and continuing your awareness, if you'd like to, you can inhale in love and exhale out peace. So using these simple words to create a mantra. And sending it in directly to your body. Last couple breaths. Do one more body scan from head to toe. If you can, fill up even more air than you have. And once you've done that last breath of body scan, take a big inhale in. Fill up with as much air as you possibly can into your body. Keep sipping in more air. Then let it out with a huge sigh through your mouth. Take your time to wake back up, create any extra movement that feels really nice. And when your body's ready, sit up towards a comfortable seat.